Step into the knockout realm, where every punch tells a story. Fury was cracked open by the strength of this monster. Tyson Fury, the legend, ran havoc in the heavyweight division, defeating the greatest boxers without breaking a sweat. But there was one exception, a fighter whose immense power made the Gypsy King beg for a rematch and then go into retirement. This man of steel was Alexander Usyk. His incredible strength and insane precision allowed Usyk to dominate and conquer any man that dared to enter the ring with him. They called him too small, too quiet, too strange. But Usyk never needed hype. He let the punches speak. He is a man of steel, so powerful he defeated the greatest boxers of all time. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Daniel Dubois all got the shock of their lives not once, but multiple times. The clash with this Ukrainian man of steel proved to be Tyson Fury's greatest battle. Prepare yourself to witness the battle that made Fury not only test defeat for the first time, but to also hang his gloves. You're in the knockout realm. Let's step into the ring. But before we get deeper into the fight, touch the gloves with us. Like the video and share your thoughts ringside. Before the storm came silence. Before the collapse came confidence. And before Fury met Usyk, he had the world at his feet. This is the man who rose from the dead against Deontay Wilder, the self-proclaimed Gypsy King who toyed with giants, laughed at danger, and flipped middle fingers at legacy.
He will be a champion again, but I will say the King has returned to the top of the throne.
Fury didn't just win, he humiliated. Chisora, White, Wallen, all absorbed and erased. He'd fought through addiction, obesity, and depression, and emerged a 6'9" myth in gloves. He was untouchable, until a quiet storm from Ukraine knocked. Alexander Usyk wasn't here for entertainment. He didn't sell fights with insults, he sold them with movement. The kind of footwork that made bigger men swing at shadows. A former cruiserweight king, an Olympic gold medalist, and after 2 surgical destructions of Anthony Joshua, he was a silent predator on a collision course with the Gypsy King. The public laughed. Fury sneered. A 6'3" former cruiserweight was gonna beat the best heavyweight on earth? Too small, too nice. He's weird, is what everyone said. But behind the grin was a game plan and a delayed prophecy. The fight was set for February 2024, till Fury quote-unquote suffered a cut in sparring and pulled out last minute. Fans cried foul. The fight was pushed back for months. Usyk said nothing. He didn't tweet, he trained. And when May 18th finally arrived, he walked into the Kingdom Arena, not like a challenger, but like a man who had already seen the ending. The stage was set. Goliath versus the Ghost. Chaos versus calculation. And not one soul was ready for what came next. They called it the Ring of Fire, the biggest heavyweight bout in over 2 decades. A fight for all the belts, for all the glory, for the throne. Tyson Fury walked in first, draped in a golden robe, flashing smiles, singing as if the fight was already won. Alexander Usyk followed, expressionless, eyes scanning only the ring. No fanfare, only focus.
12 rounds of boxing with the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world.
The opening bell rang, and something strange happened. Fury didn't rush, he didn't clown, he respected the space. Because from the first jab, Usyk's rhythm was undeniable. Round by round, the Ghost crept in. Angles, feints, counters. Usyk wasn't just boxing, he was calculating, dissecting, slowly stealing the Gypsy King's aura.
Fury had a chance maybe to step on the gas there, but again he elects.
But Fury's genius flickered. In the middle rounds, he adjusted, used his weight, leaned, mauled. The tide began to shift, and for a moment, it looked like the giant had tamed the storm until round 9. That's when the roof cracked. A vicious left staggered Fury. A follow-up straight snapped his head back. The king was reeling, eyes glassy. And for the first time in his career, he was given a standing count. It was a seismic moment, not a knockdown, but close. Close enough to swing the cards, close enough to shake the myth. Fury survived the final rounds, but he wasn't the same. His shots missed, his feet slowed. Usyk never stopped moving. He never stopped believing. And when the final bell rang, the ring held silence. History was made. For the first time, a Ukrainian stood alone at the summit of the heavyweight division. And for the first time, Tyson Fury tasted defeat. But defeat didn't sit quietly with the Gypsy King. Within days, he blamed the judges. He promised revenge. He activated the rematch clause, and somewhere in Ukraine, Usyk just kept training. The fire had only started, and the second blaze would burn even hotter. They say the most dangerous fighter is the one with something to prove. And Tyson Fury? He wasn't just wounded, he was embarrassed. For months, the Gypsy King raged across social media. He blamed the judges, blamed his camp, blamed the ring size. Everything, except Usyk.
Rematch blows come from your side, not mine. Stop whining and ducking. Be a man. In the contract or vacate the belt. I need undisputed and not to play your stupid games.
The rematch date was set. Just that same year on December 21st, 2024. Same venue, same opponent. But Fury promised this would be different. And Usyk, he smiled. He never barked, he just nodded and went back to work. But when the bell rang, it wasn't the same fight. Fury came out fast, southpaw, then orthodox, feinting, firing, trying to confuse the ghost. But Usyk didn't blink. Each round was a lesson, not in power, but in precision, in humility. Fury couldn't pin him. He couldn't break him. He couldn't even find him half the time. By round 8, the crowd grew quiet. They'd come expecting revenge. Instead, they watched a masterclass. Fury's corner yelled for urgency, but Usyk kept dancing and kept landing. The final bell rang, and there was no debate, no knockdowns, no 8 counts, just dominance. Fury left the ring without a word. No interviews, no songs. By the next month in January, he posted a goodbye. And just like that, the Gypsy King vanished. The aftermath, 1 crown, 2 legacies. The man who danced through war zones, who sang at weigh-ins and turned giants into jokes, walked away in silence. Tyson Fury's second retirement felt real, not just because of the losses, but because this time he'd met someone he couldn't solve. Alexander Usyk didn't just take the belts, he rewrote the script. The awkward little cruiserweight from Ukraine, too small, too weird, too unknown, became the first undisputed heavyweight king of the 4-belt era. He finished 2024 with a perfect record, 23 wins, 0 defeats, 2 Olympic golds, and the Gypsy King's scalp on his wall twice. But legacy isn't just about gold. It's about the ghosts you leave behind. And for Tyson Fury, one man still dances just out of his reach. You've just experienced the knockout realm, where legends rise and kings fall. Subscribe for more epic battles, brutal truths, and the untold stories behind the punches.